If you ask me if there is an article of clothing that I obsess over, it is hands down a white button-down shirt. And this will surprise absolutely nobody who's been visiting my channel for a while because I talk about them all the time. And yes, I own more than one. But every time I put on a white button-down, or a button front shirt, I feel like myself again. I don't feel dressed up. I don't feel overly styled. It just makes me feel comfortable in my own skin. And if you've ever looked at a white button down and thought, I just don't get it, or that never really works on me, I want to show you why this piece works so well in real life. And not in a magazine way, just in a way that actually works for your real closet. Because for me, this is one of those pieces that makes everything else in my wardrobe so much easier. And before we dive in, I want to thank Quince for sponsoring this video. I do have a little collection of white button downs, and they're not all the same. Some are crisp, some are softer, some feel more polished, and some feel relaxed. But they all give me that same feeling when I put them on. They just kind of settle me. And if white button downs have never really worked for you before, it's usually not the idea of the shirt. It's usually specific to the cut or fabric. I'll link to the ones I generally love wearing in the description so you can check them out if you're interested. Once I'm wearing a shirt like this, I'm not fighting my outfit anymore. I'm just getting dressed, and that is why I keep reaching for them. Not because they're classic, but they fit into my lifestyle without me having to think too hard about them. And I'm going to show you all the fun ways I love to wear them. Let's talk about how this actually plays out for me day to day. We're going to dive in my closet. I'm going to show you how I love to wear my white button downs. And I don't want you to think of them as looks or rules that you have to follow. I'm just showing you what I wear regularly. And I can change it up depending on my mood, my schedule, or honestly, how much effort I feel like putting into what I'm doing that day. And I'm going to use this one Quince shirt here because that is the whole point. You don't need a million white shirts. You just need one. And think of how that one piece can fit in your life multiple ways. Okay, now let's talk about how I actually wear it. The first way I love to wear my button front shirt is the front tuck. This is my baseline. It's the look I come back to again and again. It's an easy front tuck. I wear it with simple jewelry, just like I've got on today. Sometimes I'll wear the shirt loose, as you'll see later, but the front tuck just gives it a little bit of styling and shape, but it still feels relaxed and wearable. And I'll put this on if I'm running errands or grabbing lunch. And if I want to feel a little bit more polished in my day, this is usually the look I'll gravitate towards. And I like it because it's familiar and it's comfortable. I still feel really put together, but not overdone or like I'm trying too hard. And if you've been to my channel before, you know I care a lot about the pieces that actually integrate into real outfits. And that's one of the reasons I continue working with Quince. Their clothing is designed to mix and match really well together, layer easily, and work as part of a functional wardrobe instead of adding a lot of visual noise. And the piece I'm most excited about is this comfort stretch trench coat in a very classic khaki for spring. This is one of those outer layers that pulls everything together. And I'm wearing it here with a striped shirt and navy wide leg ponte knit pants. And I love how the whole outfit looks really finished without feeling stiff or overly styled. What I love about this trench is the stretch and structure balance. It has shape, but it actually moves with your body. So you get that polished look without feeling restricted. I also styled their white long sleeve tee under this big Sir Green cropped cardigan with the same ponte pants. And it's such an easy formula that you can use all spring long. Clean base, soft layer, and a structured bottom. And I picked up that same long sleeve tee in navy and dark olive because once I find something that fits well and layers well, I'd rather repeat it in more colors that I'll actually wear. And these are simple pieces, but they do a lot of the heavy lifting in your wardrobe. And what I really love is that everything I chose integrates with pieces I already have in my closet. And that is the whole point. If something doesn't mix and match with the rest of your wardrobe, it doesn't earn its space in your closet. Did you know Quince offers 365-day free shipping and returns so you can try pieces at home and see how they actually work in your closet. You can scan the QR code here on the screen or use the link in the description to explore their apparel collection. The next way I style my button down is the cashmere layer. This is the version I have been wearing again and again all winter long because it's been so darn cold here on the East Coast. And I wear this when I want to look put together but feel cozy and not look sloppy. I'll layer a cashmere sweater over the button down and I'll let the collar, the cuffs, and the shirt tail peek out naturally. And that softens the whole look. This outfit feels really good on the body. It's warm, relaxed, but still intentional. And I love this look for cooler days, travel, or anytime I want to feel slightly cocooned without looking like I've completely given up. The next way I wear my shirt is the sweater over the shoulders move. And this one feels very, very me. And I'm sure you've seen lots of videos of me already wearing a button front shirt with a sweater over my shoulders. And the reason I do that is if I want to keep my outfit simple but have it look a little bit more styled, I'll just throw a sweater over my shoulders. It's the same shirt, the same base, but suddenly my outfit feels more finished. And I love it because it adds structure. I feel pulled together, but it's not a third layer that I have to fuss with all day. The whole thing makes me feel very intentional in about 2 seconds. The next one I think adds instant personality, and that is the scarf edition. This is another one I reach for all the time. The same button-down shirt, but I'll add a scarf, usually in silk or something lightweight. And I either tie it right at the neck or drape it loosely over my shoulders. And what I love about the scarf trick, which by the way is a very, very hot trend, so dig deep in your closet, pull out those scarves, because if you want to look up to date and chic this season, scarves are going to be your best friend. It changes the whole feeling of the outfit with very little effort. And it adds a little bit of personality, that something special, that kind of hero piece without having to feel like you're putting yourself out there or trying something crazy or new. And that little bit of scarf just makes your outfit have that kind of chef's kiss feel. And I love it when I want my outfit to feel a little bit more finished. Like I might be wearing this and then my husband says, hey, let's go grab dinner. So I'll just go grab a scarf, throw it on, and it just makes me look dinner ready rather than, wearing just what I have on that I've been wearing for errands all day or sitting at home editing a video. And it's a really good option if you don't feel like wearing jewelry. You just put a scarf there, done. It's soft, it's comfy, and you don't have a lot of clutter. So it's the same shirt, the same ease, just a totally different mood. Next up is the vest layer. I like this if I want something either adds a little bit of warmth, gives me a little bit more of a modern update, or add some texture to my outfit. I will go to the vest. And I just layer it right over my button-down shirt. The button-down will keep everything classic, and the vest gives a little definition without anything feeling tight or restrictive. And it's one of those combinations that makes me feel confident without feeling overdressed. It's a very simple look, but it just has a bit more presence. Next up, this is my French girl look. This one just makes me happy. I'll layer a navy and white striped tee under the button down and just let it peek through a little. It feels effortless, playful, yet it's still very classic. And this is perfect for weekends, travel days, or anytime I want something that feels familiar but not boring. It's the same shirt, but again, different energy. And this is why I keep coming back to this piece again and again. It works hard, it repeats well, and it plays nicely with the rest of your closet. And when you have a few pieces like this that feel this good to wear, getting dressed stops feeling like a project and starts feeling really easy again. Do you love to wear a button-down shirt, or what is your go-to item in your wardrobe that you absolutely love? Let me know in the comments. You know I love hearing from you. Stay gorgeous, and I'll see you in the next video.